Hello and welcome to Ascension Arcana Tarot. This is Christine with a general weekly reading for the week of June 23rd, 2024. As always, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Universe, please tell my viewers what they need to know about their week this week. I don't know about you guys, we had a super busy weekend around here. Oh, we got the cards literally flying out of the deck. That's awesome. I love this. Whew, this feels good. So far we have the Justice card and the Page of Pentacles card. So Justice, I have talked about recently. She is a card of balance. She's a card of karma. She's a card of fairness. So a feeling of bringing something into balance or making something fair that maybe previously has been out of balance. The Page of Pentacles is a really benevolent energy. He's a slower moving energy. He can be a student. He can be a messenger. I'm just really attracted to the yellow in both of these cards. So sometimes with the Rider-Waite Tarot, the colors have like specific meanings. And this yellow color is a really joyful color. So that's what's sticking out to me, is this feeling of like something coming into balance and then like this really joyful message or gift that's coming for you, that's being brought by the page. That's very sweet. I like that energy. What else do my viewers need to know about their week this week? It feels like a really kind of grounded way of like a wrong being righted. And the Page of Swords. It's interesting to have two pages. I see the Page of Swords as a messenger as well. He can be an energy kind of like anxiety or paranoia. So this might be something that's been going on for you that you've been feeling anxious about. So the next three cards that wanted to come, the cards are like flying out right now. There is like, the universe is very decisive about the message that it wants to give. So we have the Temperance card, the Knight of Cups, and then the Seven of Cups. So the Temperance card is another card of balancing that's interesting. So instead of the scales, the Justice card has these like scales, kind of like Libra. The Temperance card is an angel, and it's an alchemist, so it's sort of transmuting the water in these cups here. I feel like this is really auspicious and protective. The Temperance is a card of balancing. That's how I'm feeling this energy. The Knight of Cups is similar to the Page of Pentacles in terms of I'm feeling it as like bringing in a sort of positive like message or gift. But the Page of Pentacles up here is feeling like a very pentacle-y gift. Like it's a physical gift or something that's like grounded or grounding for you, whereas the Knight of Cups is an emotional gift. This is really cool. So it's like there's a physical balancing and gifting happening in the energy, and there's also like a spiritual and emotional balancing and gifting that's coming down here. So this is, whatever this is that's coming in, is really transformative for you. And because of the Justice and the Temperance cards, it feels like it's something that's coming from the divine. So you could say it's like a gift from God, or it's fate or something like that, where it's kind of outside of your hands, but being sort of gifted or granted to you, probably because of things that you've done. It could be something that you worked for. It could be maybe like good karma that you've reaped or something like that. But it's coming in kind of from outside of you. I'm feeling like this is something that you've worked to earn, these gifts that are coming in. And then the Seven of Cups card is feeling like options to me. So this gifting coming in of like this balancing with this physical gift, and then this balancing with this emotional and spiritual gift, is going to open up some options and choices for you that I think are going to feel really liberating for you. It's like, I don't know. I just got this vision, right? That you were like kind of walking down a canyon and there was like nowhere that you could really go or no choices that you could make. You're just kind of stuck walking in this canyon with like these big tall walls around you. But then all of a sudden the canyon ends and opens up into like this big flowering field. And it's like really beautiful and really lush and ripe with like possibilities and options. And they're all like fun and good and will all like propel you forward to good things and to your dreams. This is awesome. I love this energy, you guys. This is like a different kind of message than I've gotten before. It feels kind of like the universe acting upon your life to bring you these gifts. And I feel like I said, I feel like you have done work or, you know, engaged in some really good deeds or like done something that you've kind of like earned this. You've earned this reward from the universe. I'm feeling called to say that it's really safe for you to just choose to receive this. I know on my spiritual journey, that's something that I have worked through at times, is like my feelings of unworthiness around receiving good things. But it's really, really safe for you. The universe wants to give this to you. So it's really safe, and it's actually honoring the divine and honoring the gifts of the divine for you to kind of sit back and just receive this. It's beautiful. All right, so our next question is, what is your advice for my viewers for this week? Yeah, jeez, cards are like very chatty this evening. Okay, this is the first chunk that came out. So we've got the Two of Wands and the High Priest. I feel like they go this way. I'm like struck by the red color of their cloaks. That's kind of interesting. And this number 2 with like the 2 keys and then the 2 wands. I feel like this is a choice for you to make on your spiritual path. So the High Priest is the Hierophant. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but he is like a really wise advisor. And then the 2 of Wands is like choosing a path, kind of passionately choosing a path forward, which I think is related to this 7 of Cups card too. So having like this spiritual guidance and this spiritual support around choosing your next path forward. And this could be another time where maybe it's appropriate for you to speak to like your ancestors, your deity, your higher self, whatever resonates for you in terms of like a spiritual power. For me, I would say God. So if this was me, I would ask God, like, hey, God, can you please give me guidance and clarity on like which path is my most beneficial one forward for my highest good right now. But I really am feeling like there's no wrong path. Like the vibe that I'm getting off of this 7 of Cups card and even this 2 of Wands, it's like a joyful adventure. It feels so cool. And like even this guy, I'm feeling like the wind blowing through his cloak and just how like free and fun that feels to be like by the ocean, kind of with the wind whipping around you and feeling free like that. I really feel like that there's no wrong answers, but if you feel called to ask for that guidance, I feel like the universe has like a really juicy path for you, and it could probably help you identify what that path is. So I don't usually read reversals, but this 3 of Swords came out reversed, and I'm feeling called to read it reversed. So we have the King of Cups and then the 3 of Swords reversed. Let me feel that for a minute. So the 3 of Swords card represents like a heartbreak, a betrayal. I mean, look at the card. It's this heart kind of stabbed through with these swords, right? So a time of pain and a time of really going through like a lot of hurt and processing that. The King of Cups is the kind of pinnacle of the cup suit in terms of like maturity and development, because he's the last card in the suit. So it doesn't have to represent a divine masculine energy. It certainly can if that's what resonates for you. But what I'm really feeling here is just more the energy of like, this is going to heal some hurts that you've had. And I feel like maybe it's around the Justice card and whatever it was here that felt like unfair. I feel like having these physical and emotional and spiritual gifts being basically like presented to you on a silver platter. Like, look at both of these guys. They're kind of holding out their offering, one with the pentacle and one with the cup. This is what the universe is going to do for you with these gifts that it's bringing in. So basically being handed to you on a silver platter, like these beautiful kind of life-changing rewards that will move you forward, I think is going to really heal for you whatever these feelings were of like sadness and betrayal. And I think it's going to help to contribute to like you growing and developing and maturing more in your own emotional intelligence. That's really beautiful. I feel a great deal of peace coming from this card. And like really calm power. Like his power lies in his peace and his calm demeanor. All right. What other advice do you have for my viewers for this week? I told myself I wanted to practice this time being able to read the energies a little bit faster, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job. So that's fun for me on a personal level. Aww, beautiful. Oh, this is really, really beautiful. Okay. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I'm loving this energy, you guys. This is so beautiful. So in terms of advice for you, the Queen of Cups, I've talked about her before. I love her because that's me as a Cancer. She is a water sign. She is, you know, in the tarot considered kind of just below, quote, below the king. But she also is a very like highly developed emotional being. So again, take the divine feminine aspect if it resonates. If not, that's totally fine. No worries about gender or anything like that. The cards just represent energy. But she represents being in tune with like her psychic abilities. She represents like kindness and being gentle and being emotionally intelligent. And the two of these guys together are like a divine pair. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups are highly compatible. They're highly intuitive and highly loving with each other. So that could be something that's significant for you guys too, in terms of like a partnership, is maybe moving into some deeper emotional connection or emotional maturity in a partnership. And potentially, maybe even for some of you, this gift will be like having a partnership come in or moving to the next level in a partnership. I love that. And then this Ace of Wands is so sweet. This actually reminds me, so randomly at my work one day, there was like this giant, beautiful moth. I think it's called a Glover's moth, which was new for me to learn about, but it kind of looks like this. This is a butterfly in the picture. It's not a moth, but it's reminding me of this. And my sister actually made me a picture of this. So that moth is like really sticking out to me in terms of like this really beautiful symbol of transformation. The way I'm reading the energy of this card as an ace and also just with the colors, it's like the dawn of a new day. There's like this beautiful castle in the background, which to me represents you kind of like building your kingdom, right? Like building your heaven on earth. And the Ace of Wands represents like a passionate new beginning, which I feel like is again vibing off the energy of like that Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands as like these wonderful new options that are all of a sudden open to you, and being able to feel like the freedom and passion of being able to choose between wonderful options, going from kind of having that narrowed down lack of choices to all of a sudden having all these like wonderful choices open to you. So I feel like that's kind of just confirming my read on the other cards. And this is funny, I was channeling this at the bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords, which is showing you moving on. I feel like even with the water here in this card and like the King and Queen of Cups, the water symbolizes emotions. And traditionally in this card, one side, like the side that the figure is moving away from, is kind of more like turbulent water. And then the waters in front of them are calmer. So it's like leaving this turbulent, upset emotional state and transitioning into like a calmer emotional place, which is definitely in line with what I'm feeling here. But I also feel like this really powerful feeling of adventure. Like this is some fun adventures coming in for you, and how validating I feel like it's going to feel when the universe delivers these gifts to you. And I don't even know that I don't think this is something you've been like intentionally trying to manifest, but maybe you're having a hard time with things and you kind of just feel a little downtrodden, or like things will never turn around. And then all of a sudden the universe brings these gifts in, and it's kind of like you can exhale and be like, oh, like finally something's going my way. Like finally I had like this turnaround, or this, the energy is changing directions and going, in a positive way. This feels like really, 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 really divinely gifted positive change coming in for you this week. So sweet. Awesome. Okay. Let's do angel numbers. And we'll do twin flame cards. And that'll be it. Okay. What angel number and or numbers do my listeners need for this week? I love how chatty the cards are today. The universe is like very eager to give you all this message. Well, and I'm so bummed because I had missed my weekly reading last week when I was at my spiritual gathering. So it feels really, really good to be back and doing it this week. Okay. I got 777. Good luck. Contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, divine intervention. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. That's interesting. Kind of feels like a next step to me. So I feel this energy very much. I feel like that resonates with exactly how I read these cards, that you're going to come out winning here, like big time, that there's a lot of good coming your way. And I'm wondering, this enthusiasm feeling even too, like I was saying, with the Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands, like it feels like really juicy adventures coming to you. I'm feeling like this is a next step for you, that I'm wondering if this resonates for any of you, right? But maybe what's going to happen for you, this sort of like waterfall of beautiful events that's coming for you this next week here, might inspire you to share this breakthrough with others, right? So I think a lot of times we have a tendency not to share the really good things that happen because maybe we're taught to be humble, or we don't want to brag or make others feel bad because we've had success. But I think this card would be guiding you the opposite, to say like, yes, share your success. Like if there were things that you feel that you did that helped you to manifest this breakthrough and these gifts, it's powerful to be able to share that with other people, because then they can try it too, right? And maybe they can learn from your success and have their own success, their own waterfall of abundance or gifts coming in. All right. And any more cards that my viewers need? That's sweet. So these are twin flame cards. I don't know why I'm feeling called to pull these. This is just a general weekly reading, but whatever. We have 1111 twin flame. Everything is possible. I love that with the swans and the hearts. It's like, it's the twin flame card. So I've talked about this before. For me, my highest level divine relationship I perceive as being my twin flame. For other people, it could be soulmates or just your highest level partnership, right? Whatever resonates for you. But the King and Queen of Cups here as a divine couple, and getting that message as the advice here, I just wonder if maybe some of you are on your twin flame journey, if you might have like a breakthrough with your twin flame this week. So that's pretty cool. Next one says Karmic Purge Mirror Reflections. I feel like this is the energy that's passing for you. So whatever you're going through with the Justice card and with the Temperance, whatever energy, I don't know how to describe this in words. I can feel it. It's like you're efforting your way through something. And then this is your breakthrough that sort of, the divine kind of steps in almost like a catalyst, right? And gives this breakthrough. But I think that the effort that you have been making to sort of steadily work your way through this energy, this kind of like toughness I can feel. I feel like that's been you working off some of this karma. So like whatever you needed to work out here finally gets worked out, and that's when like the turning point happens. And then in terms of mirror reflections, like the universe can kind of mirror back to you, sort of clearing that karma, and then give you these gifts because of you entering like a higher vibration from sort of clearing that stuff out. And then this says Merkaba, activation, ground, shield, and protect. So this is feeling like advice for me. The energy of these two, the Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands, feels very like heady to me. And it also feels like an excitement energy. Like you guys probably heard that in my voice when I was talking about it. I just looked up and it was 22:22 on the time. That was cool. I love that. Sorry. And the number signs, I get a kick out of them. This felt like exciting to me, and you probably could hear that in my voice when I've been talking about these cards. But these are like real, I don't know how to say this. They're like real, tangible, practical gifts. Like even the spiritual and emotional gifts that you will be receiving down here. This one's easy, right? The Pentacles already is a practical gift. I don't think you'll have difficulty kind of grounding that gift. But even this spiritual and emotional gift, I feel like you're being invited to really ground it in, and basically not like kind of waste this opportunity, if that makes sense. I'm trying to think of an example of like how that resonates or what that could mean. So I don't know, for example, let's say that part of what comes in for you here this week is like a breakthrough in your intuitive abilities, right? And all of a sudden you something kind of clicks for you and you're like, oh my goodness, I just realized that when I see a vision of this is what it means. Or like, oh my goodness, I just realized that I have, I don't know, clairaudient abilities where like I hear, an inner voice that kind of strikes me a certain way. And that's kind of like my intuitive voice, right? So it could be kind of an epiphany or a realization like that. That's like the gift. And grounding that would be to really recognize that and maybe start practicing with that, right? Or like reading about it or learning about it. So to really start like integrating that into your life instead of just saying like, oh, how interesting is that? And then just sort of forgetting about it, to really honor like being given that gift and really like ground it and integrate it into your practice. That's totally what I'm feeling here. That's an awesome message, you guys. This is a big deal week for you. I feel like that's all that I have to say. It's so short compared to my other readings recently. The cards were very chatty, and apparently so was I. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it as I'm growing my channel, and all of those things help. I always love hearing your comments if this resonates for you. It seriously is like my favorite thing when my friends message me and they're like, oh my goodness, like this is what happened to me this week and it was totally what your reading said. It's like, makes me so happy when the things that I share resonate like that. So I would be delighted to hear from you in the comments, or if you're one of my friends, send me a PM. If you feel like sharing what this is for you, I love hearing about that. So sending you guys love, light, and peace. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you on Wednesday for my romance reading. Bye.